This is my favorite. The one
Okay.
that's going to come out is my most favorite.
Okay.
So I had kept it very, just pushing it. I wanted to do this in the best way possible.
How different is it from the other two?
It's very different. You can't even assume of
Right.
this will be this அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒன்று இருக்கும், அது இருக்காது. ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் இட் வில் பி லைக் தட். யா,
You are like venturing into cinema as well with Benz, which is part of Lokesh Kanagaraj's LCU. Tell us about that and how did that happen?
it's a very special thing which can happen to a first time composer. Legends like Lokesh Anna, and people supporting around that, Jagdish Palanichami bro from Root, and Sudan Sundaram sir, they're all like my pillars of support. They've been.
You're 20, right? And
Yeah.
is it like too much of a pressure already for you?
No, actually. Lokesh Anna, he wanted it to be very original.
Right.
He wants it to be very original from every aspect. So even I felt when I heard the storyline and I met the director, Mr. Bhagiraj Kannan sir, I was just mind blown by listening to the story, and I told, sir, I don't know whether I'll be doing this or not, but this is a sure shot, sir.
Hi viewers, welcome to News 18 Showsha. With us today we have a special guest. He actually doesn't need any introduction. He is the composer of Aasa Kooda and Katchi, Sera, which is quite popular across the world. We're going to talk to him about his third single and his cinematic journey, which is Benz. Hi, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
So obviously the first question is, did you ever expect such a fame?
No, actually, to be very honest, I think it's just pure God's blessing to give such things at, this time for me. And I think it's very essential for me, and it's a huge responsibility handling this.
Okay.
So I'm just switching off my phone most of the time to just stay in the studio, just being in the box and doing my job.
How are you handling the fame, by the way? Because like everybody, like it's just not Tamil, it's just across India, and even like international audience is now exposed to this song, both the songs actually. So
Yeah, I just think it's just pure God's blessing. But handling the fame, I told just switching off my phone. I'm not too much into what's happening every day in Instagram and all. So any music related content, I'll just search. I'll have my particular feeds that I want to follow and get to know updates from them. That's it. So other than that, I don't use media for anything else. Posting something random 15 days once. That's it.
So once the song was released, first Katchi Sera, when it was released, tell me about one instance when you thought that okay, this is this viral, like, or you just got to know what the magnitude of the popularity is.
There's one particular reviewer actually.
Okay.
I just forgot that guy's name because I watch when my song comes, I'll just go and watch him. So
Right.
kind of like that.
He's an international.
Yeah. I think some reacts. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
So on the reacts, I think they have done some interviews with AR sir
Right.
and a lot more.
Oh, our stupid reaction.
Yeah.
I know that.
Our
guy. Rich,
stupid. Yeah.
Rick and I forgot the other guy's name.
Yeah, our stupid reactions. So I had been following them since a very long time.
Okay.
I like all their reactions, and I used to watch how they
I
react
follow them too.
how they react to music, and they really appreciate really good music.
Yeah.
And they're really sensible. So I was just randomly going and searching. They wouldn't have done for Tamil song and all, and I was just going and typing Katchi Sera, and they had done a reaction actually. So that was like, oh my god, these guys are already international, and they are doing a reaction for my song, which was then like at that time, which was a very big thing for me, and even now it's a big thing. But when I saw their reaction, and I was just like fulfilled to the core, because he was just pointing out each and everything which I focused on that song.
Right.
Production details, chords details, and he was just on to the track fully. The guy who sits in the left.
Yeah, I know.
The right guy was just
the Rick is
the right guy was enjoying it, and the left guy was like decoding. Oh my god, just got
Rick is like a bit of a musician himself. So,
yeah. So that reaction, I was thinking, okay, fine, நம்ம ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ணியிருக்கோம் அப்போ நல்லா அப்படின்னு ஒரு இது இருந்தது. And then finally, a lot of young kids seeing like small kids humming the song is like kind of very weird. How is this even possible, bro? They're singing something of mine. It's very special for me, my first song. And at that time, every kid used to sing and show me that, okay, when I'm singing Katchi, Sera, something like that. So that is very special.
And once that song was released and it went viral, how was the pressure, or did you even like feel it? Because the second song, so usually in cinema or any media industry, what they say is like more than the first one, the second one matters a lot, because first one could be like the dependence lock or something.
I think first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, till we are there in the game. I think whatever we do is very, very important. I don't think even every content is my first content.
Right.
Like whatever anybody says, இது சும்மா ஒன்று டக்குன்னு பண்ணி நோ, இல்லை அந்த மாதிரி பண்ண வேணாம் நம்ம. பிகாஸ் இந்த ஒரு பொசிஷனுக்கும் இந்த ஒரு ஒர்க்குக்கும் வந்து there are a lot of people who are really wanting to do great works to these kinds of ஒரு பொசிஷனில். ஸோ அதை நம்ம வந்து ஒழுங்காக அதை நம்ம யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணணும். அதை வந்து பூமரில் ஐம் பீங் ரியலி ஆனஸ்ட் ஆன் மை சைட் what I feel and what I want to do. So every release is first release for me.
Right.
So I don't know, think.
And I think you have like a bank of music content. Like I think you said 300 songs.
No, I have like almost some 700 to 800
Oh my
songs.
god, okay. And will we get to see all of them?
Of course, it's been done for that. So, so definitely everything will, by God's grace, will come to light. But then, even now when I'm working for my films and all, I'm working on a lot of films right now, by God's grace. So, when I'm working on that, I just try to see if anything fits in for that. But most of the time, I'll always do something new because I want to see what's my interpretation now on that particular situation. So I'm doing fresh stuff. So it's just bank is just getting bigger.
Okay. And you said the third one might come in October, but it's been postponed. Like, tell us about it.
So we had planned for a release on October, and even on actually November mid, I was thinking let's just put out this content. It's a very, very special content, and this time is very essential for not putting out content. Usually during November mid and January first week, till that time, I've never seen people putting out songs big time and it doing great in the streams and all. I've never seen it. So I had my technical team from Think suggesting me to, because this is their favorite song also.
Okay.
Out of all the
things. And what's yours?
This is my favorite. The one that's going to come out is my most favorite.
Okay.
So I had kept it very, just pushing it. I wanted to do this in the best way possible.
How different is it from the other two?
It's very different. You can't even assume of,
right.
This will be this. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒன்று இருக்கும், அது இருக்காது. ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் இட் வில் பி லைக் தட். யா.
Okay. And the biggest news is that now you are like venturing into cinema as well with Benz, which is part of Lokesh Kanagaraj's LCU. Tell us about that and how did that happen?
It's a very special thing which can happen to a first-time composer. Legends like Lokesh Anna, and people supporting around that. Jagdish Palnichami bro from Root, and Sudan Sundaram sir. They're all like my pillars of support. They have been guiding me. And Mr. Santosh from Think Music is the main reason for everything happening right now. So he's my mentor, and Mahesh Rajendran is Indies mentor, Think Indies mentor, who's the reason for Katchi, Sera and Aasa Kooda to come out the best way possible. And I think if they had not been there, all these people, my dad, my mom, everybody, if they had not been there, nothing is possible, literally. And I think I'm just like 0.1%, and it's 98% of God and 1% of all these people who are helping.
You're just being modest.
No, it's actually very practical. It's all dependent on how how we take it. You don't know how fame is being taken. So I think it's just very momentary. I think consistency is very important. ரொம்ப அப்படியே முத்தி போய் அப்படியே சாமியார் மாதிரி பேசலை, பட் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் சேயிங், just being in the zone, like I just started realizing that okay, fine, it's just consistency which matters. It's not the current fame or anything which matters.
You're 20, right? And is it like too much of a pressure already for you?
No, actually, yeah, because
you try.
The thing is, I've like since I was 11 or 12, I've been dreaming all those things.
Okay.
These things which are happening to me right now. So I just think God has, like, you know, given me what I deserve. If I hope what I deserve He has given me. I'm not demanding it, but I'm saying that there are a lot of people again who really want to do great wonders to the industry. So when God is placing us in that situation, then I think it's basic responsibility that I just do my duty properly, work sincerely. I shouldn't feel that I'm working in an office job, but it's just that, you know, need to make good music.
So in LCU, you're the third musician, I think.
அங்க இருந்ததுல கேள்வி. Okay.
Yeah. I like to go like that.
Okay.
So in LCU, you're the third musician, I think. Sam C has composed for Kaidi, and our rest of them were all composed by Anuruddh. Now you are the third musician entering the universe, and you are pretty aware of the soundscape of LCU, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has a pretty different texture to it.
Yeah.
How are you going to what is the input that Lokesh gave you?
I think Lokesh அண்ணா வந்து he wanted it to be very original.
Right.
He wants it to be very original from every aspect. So even I felt when I heard the storyline and I met the director, Mr. Bhagiraj Kannan sir, I was just mind blown by listening to the story, and I told sir, I don't know whether I'll be doing this or not, but this is a sure shot, sir. That's what I told him, because once he told LCU, I was like, okay, fine. It's going to be tough for me to do this. But then he told me, you're doing it, and I was like, sure, sir. Then I'll just try to do what I can do, what I can do originally from my end, because there are really great music which has been given for LCU. So I told him, original now I'll try something, sir. So it should definitely work, because I always work with a sense that, you know, it should commercially do some great numbers. So
Right. So every musician, inga vandu like cinema has become this go-to place, and when you broke out with when you broke out with Aasa Kooda and Katchi Sera, I thought like, okay, finally there is something that's happening that's beyond cinema and bigger than cinema. But you are also coming back to cinema. But how are you going to like handle both the facets of Sai Abhyankar?
it's just the same guy doing both. So I think no, in cinema right now, I think you know, again by God's grace, I use this a lot of time, because directors and producers are liking what's happening in the indie scene, actually, to be very honest.
Okay.
They like whatever is working for the audience, to be very honest. And it's my responsibility, it's our indie music's responsibility to fill the, you know, it shouldn't just be a personal opinion on the song. It shouldn't just be to say ஒரு இது என்னோட ஃபீலிங் அப்படின்றது மட்டும் அந்த சாங்கில் இல்லாமல் ஒரு ஜனரஞ்சகமாக கனெக்ட் ஆகிற மாதிரி என்னவாக இருந்தாலும் ஆடியன்ஸ் வில் அக்செப்ட்.
Okay.
Rather than giving some random thing, if it is something that is really, you know, making a vibe with them, they'll definitely accept. In the feeling வந்து producers and directorsக்கும் இருக்குது, fortunately. So they're kind enough to, you know, இப்போது எனக்கு ஒரு பாட்டு தான் இருந்தது ஆக்சுவலி, கட்சி சேர மட்டும் தான் இருந்தது. பாக்யராஜ் கண்ணன் சார் வந்து ஆசா கூடவோட ஃபைனல் மிக்ஸ் ஒன்று கேட்டுட்டு, நீ பண்ணிட்டுப்பா அப்படின்ட்டாரு. நான் வந்து ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் ஃப்ளைங் ஆக்சுவலி. கேட்டோடனே நம்ம வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஓகே பட் ஆனால் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டின்னு இருக்கும் கன்ஃபார்மாக. பட் ஆனால் அது என்ஜாய் பண்ணுற அந்த ஒரு 5 minutes 10 minutes நம்ம தான் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்றது வந்து இருக்கும். ஸோ அகெயின் இட்ஸ் வெரி ஸ்பெஷல், டு பி வெரி ஆனஸ்ட்.
And tell us about your what's your favorite LCU movie, and now you are part of LCU and you would have seen like the whole thing happening. Now you are part of it. How do you feel, and what's your favorite?
I loved Kaidi and Vikram a lot.
Okay.
Leo was really good. But more than that, because I'm a huge Talabadi fan.
Okay.
But then, like, seeing the LCU aspect, I think Kaidi comes first. Again, I think it's the order. Kaidi comes first. Because I'm a Talabadi fan, then Leo.
Okay.
And then Vikram was a really crazy ride, the whole film was.
How good an addition would be Benz to LCU?
Because
now you know the story.
Definitely, because once I heard the storyline, I just thought, okay, fine. this is very, very organic. No, this is not at all something which is planned and kept for a theatre moment. Something which is very organic, and I think that is one good, really a big USP for the film, I guess. So
You are a huge Talapati fan, you said. Will you miss not composing for him?
definitely, 100% I'll miss composing for him because it's actually my dream. But then anyway, because when I was in my 8th or 9th, I used to say outside, to all my friends that I was already doing music production and all. I was working with few people as a programmer. So I used to tell them, see, one day I'll be doing a Talabadi movie and I'll just quote a number for it also. I'll be saying some Talabadi, so Talabadi 69 I'm doing, Talabadi 70. At that, because I think at that time in 8th standard, 9th standard, I think Tupaki was out.
Tupaki was there.
Tupaki was out and I was saying, okay, fine, in 10 years time, நம்ம அதுக்குள்ள மியூசிக் டெஸ்ட் ஆகிடும். அப்போ நம்ம வந்து தளபதி 70 பண்ணுறோம். நம்ம வந்து இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுறோம். சும்மா I'll just tell it to my like family people when they call me and all. I'll just say, okay, one day I'm going to do Talabadi 70 and then you guys will realize. But then now he's going into politics after 69, which is...
Okay. And what are your goals that you have in your mind? Like some goals?
Very vague after
Grammy, like Katchi Sera has been sent for Grammy and...
wrong information. Aasa Kooda.
Aasa Kooda. Yeah, sorry. Aasa Kooda has been sent for Grammy.
Yeah. Aasa Kooda has been sent for Grammy. This is the first try from our end, to put forward indie music front. And if we get it, then it's nothing like that. But we need to work on consistently to make it. How Rahman sir worked, almost 25 years, 20 years or 25 years without, getting an international recognition for what is already done for the past 25 years. Suddenly one day he got an Oscar. No? That's something which is it's just pure God's blessing, like something like that to happen. அந்த மாதிரி இதுக்கும் வந்து கன்சிஸ்டண்ட்டாக ஒர்க் பண்ணால் கிடைக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
And you worked with him as well, and something that he said that's very special to you after...
So for Katchi Sera, I sent him, he told he'll share immediately.
Okay.
I wanted him to share. So he did that, and he, like, when I used to work with him, he used to love each and every cue I do. Separately, he will ask.
Okay.
Like when the engineer is playing, he'll be saying, "Idu yaar brother?" Then the Abhay sir. He'll give the core idea, and then he'll ask us to do some additional programming on top of it, So he used to ask, நான் வேற குத்தனே இது நல்லா இருக்கு இது யார் பண்ணா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி he'll ask the engineers around and they'll say, and again he'll tell me, சூப்பரா பண்ணுங்கடா recognize பண்ணுவாரு. So he's like, I mean, God. God 1, God 2. Rahman sir, Raja sir.
So, and with the whole songs, another huge strong point of the song is the production design. Both the songs is the production design. How much are you involved in that?
I'm most of the time fully involved in everything, every process which is happening in this music video. For instance, in Katchi Sera, I wasn't aware what should I do?
Okay,
should I dance in the screen? Like, because that was the first time I was ever standing in front of a camera. I used to shy away from, home cameras also, I used to shy away and run away. Then suddenly one day Ken told, Mike, niye panire. I was like, what? And then, they taught me like basics and all, how to present. It's actually only practice in Nanagan. I'm really excited to see how people will react to the third one.
Okay.
Because I know what's cooking.
Okay.
Like, we're just doing what we can do the best possible for the third one.
Right.
As a production design.
Right.
Dance.
And yeah, you've like in both the songs you're getting good at it, like in dance. And you're also like getting more comfortable on camera, like you said. So is it like practice?
Definitely, it's just practice.
So that is one question I want to ask, because you are having such a fame for your talent at 20. Whenever you notice something like this happening, there is a question. Something happening? Something like some great achievement at this young age and all.
Okay.
So yeah, sometimes people try to ask themselves, like, is talent innate? Is it innate or is it practice? Is it nature or nurture? The same old question.
I think it's just practice.
Okay.
Bro, I think.
You don't believe that there is any innate talent in it?
No, that is definitely there, because fortunately I'm gifted with my parents who knew what they wanted me to learn. So என்னை நல்ல குருக்கெல்லாம் like they put me on to the best possible gurus. Sriram Parthasarathi sir for vocals, Ramamurthy sir for piano, for music production and sound engineering, Henry Kurvilla sir. அந்த மாதிரி நிறையா நல்ல குரு கிட்டலாம் கற்றுக்க முடிஞ்சதுனால, அவங்களோட நாலேஜ் அவங்க ஷேர் பண்ணதுனால அதில் ஒரு 2% நம்மளுக்கு மெண்டல் என்ன போயிருக்கோ 2% நம்மளுக்கு உள்ளே போயிருக்கும். அதில் ஒரு 0.5% நம்ம வந்து அதை யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். ஏன்னா எப்படி சொல்கிறது, இட்ஸ் அ கிரேட் திங் விச் குருஸ் டூ இல்லை. இம்பார்ட் லைக் தே கேவ் லாட் ஆஃப் நாலேஜ் டு தேர். எனக்கு இப்போ இவங்கெல்லாம் இல்லைனா நான் வந்து 0 கூட 1 கூட கிடையாது நான். ஸோ அதனால் வந்து பேசிக்லி that's the
and are you happy that you made your parents proud?
I hope, and there's a lot more, bro. It's just the first 2 steps. So
okay. And what has been their feedback till now, both from Tipu sir and Annie ma'am?
Great response, of course, definitely. நான் ஆக்சுவலி முன்னாடிலேருந்தே ஒர்க்கிங் பேட்டர்ன் இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். என்னோடது 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்லேருந்தே இந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். நான் வந்து ஃபோன் அப்போவே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. லைஃப் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஃபோன் கொடுத்தாங்க எனக்கு. ஸோ ஃபோனை ஸ்விட்ச் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டைம் ஸ்டூடியோவில் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிகிட்ருப்பேன், ஒர்க் பண்ணிகிட்ருப்பேன், க்ரூஸ் க்ரியேட் பண்ணிகிட்ருப்பேன், சீக்வன்சஸ் பண்ணிகிட்ருப்பேன். அதாவது ஸோ அப்போத்துலேருந்து இப்போ வரைக்கும் அதே தான். அண்ட் இதுக்கப்புறமும் அப்படி தான், ஒர்க் தான். ஸோ அதனால் தே நோ ஆல்ரெடி நான் இப்படி தான்றது அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும். நான் இப்போது திடீர்னு இதெல்லாம் ஆனோடனே இப்படி ஒன்றே போயிட்டு நான் கம்போஸ் பண்ணேன் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இல்லாமல் ஆர்கானிக்காக நான் வந்து 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்லேருந்தே அப்படியே சும்மா கற்றுக்கிட்டு என்ன பண்ணலாம், ட்ரையல் அண்ட் எரர் தப்பு பண்ணிட்டு கற்றுக்கிட்டு எப்படி ஒர்க் பண்ணலாம், ப்ராசஸ் எப்படி மாற்றிக்கலாம்னு சொன்னோன்னே. And one fine day I learned from Henry Kurvilla sir, which gave a pattern of how to do the things.
Right.
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி வேகா அப்படியே பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பேன். ஹென்ரி சார் கிட்ட கற்றுக்கிட்டதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு ஓகே இதுதான் இப்படி தான் ப்ராசஸ், முறையாக இப்படி தான் பண்ணணும், இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணால் தான் டெக்னிக்கலாக அது கரெக்டாக இருக்கும், இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணால் தான் மியூசிக்கலாக அது கரெக்டாக இருக்குன்றதெல்லாம் அதுக்கப்புறம் கற்றுக்கிட்டு.
ஓகே. And there is the big scare about AI and musicians losing jobs and all that. So what is your take on AI?
So it's actually very personal on my take on AI, because I have used AI just to learn a lot of good things, a lot of interesting things that I can do with the current technology available. Because there's a lot of things that are available right now. There are a lot of things available for making music and for being in the same zone, learning, doing something interesting technically. There is everything actually. You don't need to wait for something to come and then start your work. There's everything available. Just need that patience and that sense of responsibility that I want to do something. Other than that, I think most of the things can be done. Okay. And with AI, I think it's becoming more easier.
Right.
That you can finish off a lot of things without. Because most of the time what happens is, like if I want to record an artist at one particular day, and if they're not available, but I need to give my out like day after tomorrow, what will I do? I need an AI. But then I'm not saying that I'm going to use an AI. I'm saying that people tend to think like that.
Yeah.
What's my next alternative? What's my next?
So it'll make things easy for people.
Definitely. It's already making things easy. But then it's on the way, or like it's on us on how we use it.
Right. Okay, Sai. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much,
It's been
brother.
a good conversation.